Hello everyone, welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about your livestock guardian and dog care. Now, a lot of you that have watched our videos for any amount of time know that I do a combination of raw food diet, herbal remedies, and regular dry food for both of our dogs. Well, I noticed last Saturday, 7 days ago, that Hammer began to exhibit a cold-like attitude or illness, right? His nose got super dry. He just acted like he did not feel well. And this is a really active 3.5-year-old German Shepherd. He was still eating. He was still playing, but he just seemed to he would follow me around the property and just kind of plop down. And he would do this. He would kind of grunt when you'd make him get up, move around too much. And then he seemed to kind of come out of it. He even had a little limp going on. And then he seemed to get a little better. Well, I noticed 2 days ago that when he would turn his head really quick, he's got these big radar ears, that he would lose his balance. Notice that if he was walking, and he would get too close to the vehicle and he would see his own reflection, he would turn his head to look at it, he would kind of stumble. And I'm like, okay, well, checked him for ticks real well, all of that good stuff. Then I decided to pull his ears back and just take a sniff. And what I smelt was yeast. Then I realized, and my husband had been telling me to remove the dog kennel off the front porch where he lives because I had hay in it. And he's like, Sam, that's how ear mite starts, how mites migrate to old hay. You really need to get that hay. It's not winter anymore. You need to get that hay off of that. And I kept putting it off, and then Hammer kept getting into that kennel because he just liked to lay on the hay. So honestly, I'm going to tell you what I think it is. I think he got an ear mite deep in his ears that then stemmed into an inner ear infection. This dog has never had to go to the vet. I'm a big heal my animals by feeding them proper food, proper exercise, proper discipline, keeping their mind and their body in peak condition. This is one of those times we're going to the vet Monday morning. I'm going to tell you why. An inner ear infection can go through the ear membrane, like your eardrum. I knew it was going to come to me. So an inner ear infection can go through the eardrum, especially if it's caused by mites. They can actually eat through the eardrum, which can then cause an infection in the brain. And that's the last thing that I want to do to him or want to do to myself. I put a lot of training into this German Shepherd, but it's not just that. Y'all, he's like my best friend. Like, we hang out. Like, he gives me snuggles, okay? But he makes me feel safe. And he's so well behaved. He's such a gentle dog. He has gone to the vet to be fixed and to be given his rabies vaccine. And during COVID, he got tapeworm from another yard that he was tied up in. He was standing in human fecal matter. By the time I found him and got him home, he had been in for hours. Within a week or two, we had a rip-roaring case of tapeworm. So that I had gotten, an anti-parasitic from a vet and attempted to give it to him, and it only made him vomit blood and poop blood. And I had to learn how to treat tapeworm with things like pumpkin seeds. And we got him healthy, and ever since then, he has never needed the care of a vet. I have always been able to treat any wounds, any injuries, anything with no problem. Like I said, this is not one of those times that I'm going to risk losing him because I didn't want to spend a couple $100 to go to a vet. I'm a big believer there's a time and a place for modern medicine. I don't think my dog needs to go to the vet every 3 months for flea and tick medication when I can take care of his environment and take care of him without those medications and those poisons. I treat heartworms through herbal remedies. I've talked about that with you guys. A lot of people are not going to agree with me, but that's everybody's choice. So I just wanted to let you guys hi baby, what's going on. Ask you to send up prayers for him and for us, and we ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. Hello everyone, welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. So Hammer just went to the vet for the very first time in his life, other than when he was fixed and when I picked up a dewormer for him when he was young. Long story, but he wasn't actually seen by that vet. It was during COVID. They prescribed a wormer for him that really made him sick. So I learned how to herbal worm my dogs during that period of time. What we did today was, Hammer's been having an issue with it. When he shakes his head, he falls down. So I assumed it was going to be a deep inner ear infection. So we brought him into a vet that we had used once before for our small dog in an emergency. And what I was told was there is no ear infection with him, okay? I was also told that he is super, super healthy. And for a dog that had never been seen or treated by a vet in his life, the vet gave me a high five. Told me that his weight is spot on, his eye control, his gums, his teeth, his bone, muscle mass. He's like, ma'am, your dog is so healthy. His ears are clean, his skin is clean, didn't see a flea infestation. I'm not hearing any heart issues because, he's not on a heartworm medication. I do everything herbal for the animals on our farm. So I was really impressed and I was super excited that he was as healthy as he is. Now, they do not know what the cause is of the equilibrium imbalance that we're going through. He said it could just be vertigo. We did start him on an antibiotic as a preventative on Saturday, knowing that we were going to be going to the vet today. I brought that medication with me. Again, I was told, good job, you picked the correct medication. It's exactly what I would put him on, but you have him on a very low dose. I was giving him 150 milligrams of clindamycin as a preventative for anything from staph to a toxic type bacteria. I can't even say the name of it. But anyway, he told me he wants him on 450 milligrams twice a day, along with prednisone, just in case there is some fluid in the inner ear. But he told me, he said there are no ear mites. There is nothing. This dog's ears are amazing. He said, but I'm going to tell you, if this does not get better in 7 days, we'll start blood work and we'll see if we can figure it out. He told me that, though, as well as he's looking today, as healthy as he's looking today, to continue doing what I'm doing and just keep him on the path of getting better. I tell you guys all the time, God gives us the ability to think. And it was scary watching him shake his head and hit the ground at the same time. Like, very, very scary. And so we made the executive decision, though I don't use a vet monthly or even yearly, in case when I'm in over my head when it comes to my pets, there's a time and a place for everything. And this was that time, and this was that place. Because there was something going on with my German Shepherd that I couldn't put my finger on. And I wanted to make sure that it wasn't possibly Lyme disease or anything else. Though the doctor did tell me he has not seen a real case of Lyme disease in dogs in this area of Louisiana for almost 15 years. And so his gut instinct is it's not Lyme. We talked about the fact that he drinks pond water on a stinking daily basis. Huh, dude? And all of that. But I will say this. He said it was very nice to have a German Shepherd of his size come in, listen to commands, be people and animal friendly, be calm, just want to give kisses. He said, ma'am, I understand why you want to bring him in and get him fixed because you have put so much time into this dog. Guys, if you have an animal of this caliber, train it. Please train it. Expect your dogs to have a job. Train them faithfully to their job. Feed them well. We'll tell you this, Hammer has been eating organs and blood and raw rabbit bones and rabbit and chicken meat, fresh eggs, fresh quail eggs, since I brought him home at 10 weeks. We have been training since he was 10 weeks. This dog is exceptional. It was worth every penny we spent today. And if I have to bring him back Monday, I will. Now we're going home to work on the farm. That's why I look the way I look and why we're in the farm truck. But I just want to tell you guys, please say a little prayer that he continues to get better. Again, we have no clue why his equilibrium is off. But I will tell you this, we're sitting in the McDonald's drive-thru and I'm going to break one of my own rules. I never give my dogs fast food because it's not good for them. But guess who's getting his very first McDonald's hamburger today? Because his daddy said he was excellent at the vet. And he really was. And he's never been to vet. So that was a new experience for him and for us. And as usual, he did not let us down, guys. Did not let us down. His behavior was spot on. And when a vet tells you that he would like to see more German Shepherds come in with this type of behavior, I was so thankful and I was so proud of him because he's 3.5 and we have put so many hours into working with him. So Don't set the bar low for your animals. Set it high. They'll meet those expectations if you'll train them to do so. You guys have a blessed day. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will keep you updated on what is going on with Hammer.